Hello, and welcome to the Fringe Topics channel. If you are new to the channel, please subscribe and join us on the exploration of the fringe. In 1970, a seemingly ordinary event took place that would later become the subject of numerous investigations and debates. Donna, a young woman in the prime of her life, celebrated her 28th birthday. Among the gifts she received was a Raggedy Ann doll, a gift from her mother intended to bring warmth and comfort to her apartment. The doll, with its innocent appearance, was placed prominently on Donna's bed. Donna so loved the doll she carried it around the house with her all the time. One day, as Donna and her roommate Angie were sitting at the breakfast nook with the doll next to them, they both witnessed the doll's arms levitate, placing its hands on top of the table. Shocked and intrigued, the girls decided that the doll was trying to tell them something. As days passed, Donna began observing anomalies. Each morning, she would meticulously position the doll in a certain manner. Yet by evening, its posture would invariably change. Sometimes its legs would be crossed, at other times, its arms would be outstretched as if beckoning or pointing to an unseen entity. The doll's movements grew more pronounced. It wasn't just limited to changing postures. Donna and her roommate Angie would often find the doll in entirely different rooms. The doll's presence became increasingly unsettling. The situation escalated when they discovered the doll with what appeared to be bloodstains, 3 distinct marks on its chest and stains on its hands. The sight was chilling. The once cherished gift now seemed like an object of horror. Seeking answers, Donna turned to the spiritual realm. She reached out to a medium. Together, they organized a seance. During the seance, the medium identified a spirit inside the doll. The spirit's name was Annabelle Higgins. Annabelle was once a young girl of 7. She had been run over by a car in front of the apartment complex and died. Since her passing, the young girl's spirit roamed the area in and around the apartments. The hustle of contemporary life meant the apartments were often empty, leaving the young spirit yearning for company. However, everything changed when 2 young women moved in, bringing along a delightful doll. At last, she had a companion and hopefully 2 individuals who might understand and let her join in their lives. Through the medium, the spirit of the young girl requested to reside within the doll and stay alongside Donna and Angie. Feeling compassion for Annabelle's story, Donna allowed it. However, the true nature of the spirit was not yet known. Donna's boyfriend, Lou, sleeping on the couch next to Donna and the doll, woke from sleep feeling panicked. He told Donna he had a nightmare. It felt like he was awake but couldn't move. He looked around but saw nothing unusual. Then he saw the doll Annabelle at his feet. It slowly moved up his leg and over his chest. Soon it was choking him. Unable to breathe, Lou blacked out, which is when he woke in panic from the nightmare. Seeing the doll near his feet on the couch where Donna had placed it, he grabs the doll and throws it across the room in anger, stating that it was just a doll and couldn't hurt anyone. Suddenly, he felt pain in his chest. His shirt had bloodstains. He saw 7 claw marks on his chest, 3 vertical and 4 horizontal. Realizing there's no way that could be the actions of a 7-year-old child spirit and that something was not right, they reached out to a local priest. The priest introduced them to paranormal investigators, Ed and Lorraine Warren, 2 of the most renowned paranormal investigators of the time. The Warrens, having dealt with numerous cases of hauntings, possessions, and supernatural disturbances, were intrigued by the account of Annabelle's malevolent activities. Upon their arrival at Donna's apartment, the Warrens began their investigation by interviewing all the residents. They meticulously documented their testimonies and conducted a series of tests to gauge the energy and presence in the apartment. Lorraine, a clairvoyant, claimed to sense a powerful, inhuman presence around the doll. This was no ordinary spirit, but something far more sinister. The Warrens concluded that the doll was not possessed by a spirit, but was being manipulated by an inhuman demonic entity. They believed that this entity was not attached to the doll, but was using it as a means to achieve a more sinister goal: the possession of a human soul. The Warrens emphasized that the entity had been given unintentional permission to wreak havoc, and that immediate action was needed to contain its malevolence. Understanding the gravity of the situation, Ed and Lorraine decided to intervene directly and had the priest perform an exorcism on the house. Following the ritual, the Warrens took the doll with them to prevent any further harm. They placed the doll in the back seat of the car. On the way home with the doll, they had issues with the car. The brakes would stop working sporadically, blinkers would turn on and off, and the steering wheel would jerk from one side to another, almost causing a head-on collision. It was only after Ed threw holy water on the doll that the problem stopped. Once at home, the Warrens noticed that the malevolent activities of the doll did not cease. It continued to move on its own and exhibited signs of a supernatural presence. Realizing the potential danger it posed, Ed and Lorraine decided to place Annabelle in a specially constructed case in their occult museum. This was done to contain its evil influence and to prevent it from causing harm to anyone else. The box bore a warning: positively do not open. The Warrens' involvement in the Annabelle case and many others has been a subject of debate and skepticism. While they were praised for their dedication to the paranormal field, some questioned the authenticity of their methods and conclusions. Their involvement in publishing books, delivering lectures, and creating a museum filled with haunted items led many to wonder if they were more motivated by profit than by genuine concern. The line between genuine paranormal research and entertainment seemed to blur in their work. Ray Garton, the author of In a Dark Place and the Story of a True Haunting, openly criticized the Warrens after working with them. He claimed that they encouraged him to prioritize a sensational narrative over factual accuracy. Their involvement in other high-profile cases like the Amityville haunting has also been scrutinized, with claims that they exaggerated or even fabricated events for monetary gain. Stories from their case files have been turned into blockbuster movies, further fueling the debate on their authenticity. While their supporters see them as pioneers in paranormal research, their detractors view them as master storytellers capitalizing on the public's fascination with the supernatural. The tale of Annabelle and the Warrens' involvement remains a divisive topic. While some view Ed and Lorraine as genuine paranormal investigators dedicated to helping those plagued by supernatural entities, others see them as opportunists weaving tales of horror for fame and fortune. The truth might lie somewhere in between, but the legacy of the Warrens and the enigma of Annabelle continues to captivate and intrigue. It's also worth noting that in 1963, years before this case, CBS aired a Twilight episode titled Living Doll. And yes, you guessed it. The episode was about a doll that was possessed and wreaked havoc on an unsuspecting family. The mother of the girl that owned the doll in the show was named Annabelle.
Annabelle would hate you, Christy would hate you, and I would hate you.
So when it comes to this story being fact or fiction, I'd have to say the evidence says it's complete fiction and was made up for financial gain by the Warrens. While there's no concrete evidence to suggest it was fabricated, this is my conclusion based on all the information I've reviewed. So there you have it, the story of Annabelle the doll. Is it fact or fiction? I've given you my opinion. What do you think? Let me know in the comments. Thank you for spending your time with us at the Fringe Topics channel. If you enjoy our content, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. It truly makes a difference, and we're deeply grateful. Remember, our content is driven by your suggestions. If there's a topic you're curious about, drop us a hint at fringetopicsforum.com/tips. A special thanks to our patrons who make the channel possible. We could not do it without you. If you would like to support the channel, consider becoming a member of our Patreon. Get access to ad-free videos and exclusive content. Also, keep an eye out for our upcoming Fringe Topics store, featuring unique t-shirts and more. That's all for today. Stay safe, and we'll see you soon. Farewell.